So, for context, so I had a friend, and when him and his sister visited, I think it was on the 4th of July, it was near the evening, so it was pretty dark out, but not so dark that it was like night. It was bright enough because we were having a cookout out there. And pretty much what happened was, we somehow got into an argument about Harry Potter, and at that point, I didn't really like it. I still don't. And what happened was, we saw this weird light on top of the mountain, and it was like a bright, glowing light, and it was moving in all sorts of directions. Like it was like similar to like a hummingbird, you know. It would just kind of zip in all sorts of random directions. And I haven't heard of any sort of aircraft that can just do that. So pretty much, so I was like, oh, what the heck is that? And my friend's sister was saying that it's Harry Potter, and she also started going into all this complicated lore about how like he died and. Wow. Yeah, just complicated lore about how he died and how it's actually him just telling his kids that he's fine and that he loves them still or whatever. I honestly believe it's like a UFO now. Back then I had no idea what to think of it. So.
Oh, cool jacket.
Oh, wow. Well, can't just leave it here.
Or we can.
Wow, that is creepy. Okay, so pretty much this guy said he believes in ghosts because of one experience that happened to him, and it was so outlandish that I think he's just lying. So pretty much what it was is he was, oh my gosh, he's from the dead rock climbers. So pretty much what it was is he said that he didn't believe in ghosts at all, but then he went to this supposedly haunted ship. And when he went there, he said he brought a ghost back somehow, and that he saw the ghost 3 times within the span of 6 months. So he decided to go back to the haunted ship, and for whatever reason, the ghost kind of just left him. And
Let's hang around here for a second.
all right. Then what happened is he went back to the ship again, and the ghost like followed him again, and he saw it again 3 separate times within the space of 6 months. And then he took it back to the ship, and he kept telling his friends about what happened to him. They said he was crazy. He told the lady on the ship. She said, oh, it's entirely possible that it just decided to follow you home for whatever reason. And he kept asking her why it did, and she just said, oh no, they just do what they want. And I believe it's fake. No way. He has that big outlandish experience with a ghost that quick too.
And that's the thing. Like, the more fantastical a story is, like, think about it. If you were going to encounter, let's say, Sasquatch, I mean, the chances of him kidnapping your family, slim. I mean, there's been accounts of Sasquatch kidnapping people. In fact, someone had a sworn document that Sasquatch kidnapped him and his family. Well, no, just him. And he's like watching them eat dinner and stuff. But the thing is, most of the time you just like to see him for a second and he's just gone. So how can for example, what's the chance that you're gonna have first you're gonna see the most rare animal in North America, and then B, have like some crazy experience. We had like a shootout with him. And yeah, there's like stories of having a shootout with like a Sasquatch and like almost shooting it, and then it gets away last second, you know. So yeah, like the creature of the story, though, at least that's true it is.
Yeah. So, that's how I believe for a lot of them.
Do you think Fast and Furious should keep going, or do you think they should stop while they're ahead?
Well, they should definitely keep going. They should keep going until Vin Diesel is dead, find a good replacement, and keep going.
And then pretend like nothing happened.
Yeah. Pretend like he didn't die, and then he's just living his life somewhere.
He got run over by a car, his face all disfigured.
Oh yeah.
He keeps going for family.
Yeah, his face is just disfigured. He had to get a surgery, and that's why it looks different.
Alright, you want to keep going, or you want to turn around?
From here, hold on, let me check.
Yeah, so you have Vin Diesel, going against Transformers, and dinosaurs. Like, here's the thing. There's so many Jurassic World movies. I think they should start milking it the same way that they milk Fast and Furious. And think about it. Who doesn't like watching giant dinosaurs fighting? And who doesn't love watching massive cars? So let's just combine the two. And, you know, I feel like it's like a really profitable franchise. It's like how G.I. Joe and Transformers crossed over. Like, no one expected it. But, you know, it was just perfect.
Yeah.
Like, it just fit perfectly. They're both like the fantastical, you know, franchises, you know, like your Goofy Men, you know, fighting, you know.
Yeah, it's what everyone needed.
Goofy Men fighting giant robots over a different planet. Like, come on. It's the thing, like, people hate crossovers, but, like, done right. Like, Transformers and G.I. Joe are perfect.
Yeah, they do.
Thoughts on that?
Honestly, speaking of the Transformers, we should have them cross over with Fast and Furious.
Oh yeah, Vin Diesel, Optimus Prime.
Yeah. Oh, actually, well, if they were going to do that, they might as well just cross over Bigfoot into it as well. Just for the heck of it.
That chlorine, I thought it was like a demon.
Oh, when I first walked up here, I thought it was like a giant hamster. I don't know why my mind was like, oh my gosh, it's a giant hamster. But that's what it did. So,
yeah. So,
I don't know.
So yeah, like, Fast and Furious 9, sure, it's a really weird movie. Like, it makes those characters kind of hilariously bad, but like, think about it. Like, what other racing movie do they go to friggin' space?
It's true.
I mean, it's not like horrible to watch. Like, you have a lot of fun watching it. Like, come on.
Whoa, I think I just saw a ghost orb.
Well, that was a moth. Or a mosquito. You know, that was definitely a ghost orb.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I say keep the franchise going as long as possible.
Yeah, that's how I agree with Fast and Furious. Keep it going. Same with Jurassic World. All people want to see is dinosaurs, not necessarily a good movie. So
that's the thing. Like, what was it? Will told me like the Halo fans don't necessarily care about the story as long as it has good gameplay.
Yeah.
Like, think about it. Here's the thing about movie sequels. I don't really hate it when there's a movie sequel. Like, think about it. What's the worst that can happen? There's more of the franchise that you can watch if you want.
Yeah.
Like, with Star Wars, it's bad because, I mean, obviously with Star Wars or Marvel, it's bad because one bad story affects, like, the rest of the franchise because it builds off of those stories.
Yeah.
But, you know, just like franchises like Jurassic World, right? You could basically, like, end the franchise at any movie.
Yeah.
Might as well just keep going.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Fast and Furious, like, every Fast and Furious movie basically has an ending at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, but Transformers is on, like, a different kind of thing, because they love action, don't get me wrong, but then at the same time, they want it to be good. They want to have a good reason for it.
Yeah, but the thing with Transformers is a lot of reboots, there's a lot of different opportunities to tell a story. So,
yeah.
A story may not belong in, like, a cinematic, you know, setting, like in theaters. Doesn't mean they can't have, like, a cartoon or, like, some sort of, like, 3D animated thing on the side.
Well, and just like every Transformers movie, it has to have one awesome line that Optimus Prime delivers.
Yeah, so, like, Starship Troopers, like, first one, I mean, second and third, interesting.
Yeah.
So, like, more of that franchise. Like, I can't complain. I think it stopped. You know, they kept going. Made mediocre stuff, but hey, I enjoy watching it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's fair. Let's see.
Marvel, though, like, the thing is, Marvel, the movies, one movie impacts the other. So one's done, and you're, like, kind of stuck with it. And the thing is, they kind of push it, franchise it, like, you know, you have to watch the other movies to understand what's going on. So, guess what? I'm just going to sit down and watch all the movies to understand the good one.
Yeah.
Like, if I understand it.
Yeah, see, that's why it should be. Yeah, so Marvel, they're kind of like Marvel and DC are kind of like forced to make good stories, not necessarily about action. But like Planet of the Apes, for example, most of the time people just want to go there to see, you know, monkeys fighting each other, and people fighting each other, and people fighting monkeys, and monkeys fighting people.
Like I said, but Planet of the Apes, like the new one, the ending ties into a future sequel.
Yeah.
And that one has a more serious story. Like Fast and Furious, they can get away with being kind of goofy. It was always kind of goofy.
Yeah.
But Planet of the Apes, I feel like it's a more serious story. Like Godzilla, the first one was serious, but after a while they kind of knew what they were doing. Like they kind of knew it was like.
Yeah. So it got pretty goofy pretty fast. Yeah. Like Godzilla X Kong, I don't know. It's too goofy for my liking.
Godzilla versus Kong. That movie? When it came out, I saw with some guy. Oh, the movie's awful. What did you expect?
I was literally there for the action. I don't care about the story. I was literally there for the action.
Like, that's really like a movie. Like you come after a hardship, turn on, watch the over to Tom, just turn off your brain, you know.
Yeah. Because you're there just to watch the fight. You don't even care if they say, oh, but they need to team up instead of killing each other to fight. Yeah. Well, actually, to be fair, they technically did kill off Kong in the movie. Yeah, he died, but then he just came back to life because they needed him to fight a giant robot lizard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so. Yeah, that's about what you expected.
Yeah, I shouldn't really expect anything more from certain franchises.
Kong, like, copyright free now?
I think so, yeah. Get ready for all these different King Kong movies to show up.
30 is when Godzilla is copyright.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah, isn't Mickey Mouse pretty soon?
No, Mickey Mouse already is.
Oh, he is? Oh, I think it's specifically the Steamboat Willie Mickey Mouse, yeah.
That's why they start making, like the horror movies now.
Yeah.
That's very good, but hey, I'll still watch it.
Yeah, the same company that made the Grinch horror movie and the Winnie the Pooh horror movies.
Everyone hates those movies. Like, sure, they're just like making off of like public domain, but I mean, hey, they can.
Yeah.
It turns out to be good.
Yeah, see, a lot of them, they aren't necessarily good, but I like to watch them for the how they made it kind of thing and the goofy, kills they do.
If they have entertainment value, then who cares? If it's creative or not.
Yeah, see, especially the Grinch one, I think it did decently with audience score, but it, absolutely bombed with critics. And my favorite scene from the movie is literally at the very end when the Grinch, his heart grows 3 sizes and he just explodes. His heart just explodes because of it. Man.
Yeah, so, I mean, not any different than, a movie studio just rebooting their franchise over and over and over again. Like, how many reboots have there been? Transformers, Godzilla, all these other franchises. I mean, this doesn't probably mean that recreation of these different franchises stops. It means it goes further. Sure. I mean, it's uncreative, but sure, there's plenty of reboots that are uncreative too. There's plenty of uninspired franchises. It's no different. So what? It's in the hands of the public, and they get to decide how they want to push the franchise further.
Yeah, see? Because, yes, they are low budget, and yes, they can be bad, but at the same time, they could end up being good, and if they want to, they could increase the budget to a huge amount and still be a very good movie, better than what studios have made.
A lot of it is being pushed by movie studios who are just bitter over their properties being, taken. Like, Disney always puts up a fight over, the property being taken.
Even though it's legal, yeah. Same with Nintendo, they do it too, as much as they can.
Yeah, like people extend games, they just get mad.
Yeah, a lot of the companies, and for movies and games, it's all about the money, not necessarily about the execution. Which, back in the, 80s, 90s, that's all it was about, is about the execution, not necessarily about the money. And because of it, we got absolutely awesome movies. But nowadays, they literally said, nope, let's get rid of all that.
Imagine how crazy you'd be if, all this dancing here.
Yeah.
Like how we had phasmophobia. Or, how you could see, footprints in the salt.
Yeah. Oh, like these? Whoa. What? No, there are footprints here. Oh. They're very faded, but, I mean, they're still there. I know. It's creepy. Yeah, someone definitely rode their bike up here.
Or the giant snake.
I mean, yeah. Oh yeah, that 100-foot long, 6-foot round snake. Whoa.
Okay, so we heard there was spirits that like talk to you up that canyon. We walked for like half an hour, nothing.
Wow. Yeah. Did not hear a single word other than us talking to each other and the occasional silence and nothing from it. Yeah.
Really like super quiet. Looking to find that transformer.
Yep. Both are very possible. Honestly, there was a few times where we were quiet, we gave the voices a chance to say something, did not say a word. The most we saw up there was a little mouse that scurried in front of us and the occasional moth, but other than that,